Welcome back, everybody. In this video, we're going to be taking all the sword pieces and polishing them to a decent polish. Now, we're not going to finish up the sword in this video because I ran into multiple issues that caused it to take way longer than it should have. I'll show you those in just a minute. We're going to be polishing up this pommel spacer to a nice 400 grit to start. And a 400 grit on this handle too. Now, let's talk about the issues. The first issue was that handle that you just saw me working on. Everything was looking fine and dandy until it don't. I took a file to it, tried to even everything out on the bottom end of the handle because it just wasn't nice. And I split it. Nasty. Rude. Alright, let's get rid of this one. And then I made this ugly handle. I was working on this one very roughly when I noticed an issue that occurred. Another crack. Nasty one too. It runs down the whole handle. Didn't split it. There's also this really nasty spot in the backside. Then I made this handle. This handle was up to 320 grit when I noticed a big issue with it, to be exact. Another crack, as usual, right there. I also did a terrible job drilling it out. So we're going to chuck this one. Then I made this handle. This is my favorite handle out of all of them, and it really looks nice. I'm going to use this one for sure. I'm going to age it to make it look used and old. I also made these pommels. I didn't like these because of the shape or the feel, so we're just going to throw these away too. That's it, throw them. Throw them away. There you go. So, we are going to use this handle and this old guard and this new pommel, which I really like this one. It's pretty cool. Now, a small issue appeared when I was working on the guard spacer for the very top. I noticed that a small crack appeared and I pulled on it and it totally ripped out the top part. I worked it down too far. So, we're going to have to make a new one. First, we'll cut it. Then we'll mark some center holes for drilling. Drill it out. Hand file it. Then attach and hand sand to 600 grit. Now we're back on the right track. We'll hand sand this blade to 120 grit for starters. And then we'll go up to 600 grit. Now is the perfect time to shout out my inspiration for this video. And my inspiration is Royer Cutlery, also known as Jeff Royer, or Kyle Royer's dad. He's been doing a fantastic job making chef's knives and a whole bunch of other knives. I really want to get to his skill one day, and he's just a really nice dude. So you can check him out on Instagram under Royer Cutlery, or you can actually watch Kyle Royer's YouTube channel and see a few of his videos on there too. We have the first half of our bevel done. Now, why use electrician's tape on a sword? I have it there on purpose so we can keep the center line nice and even and clean. It really does help, at least for me anyway. We're going to move over the tape to the left side and get ready to hand sand the right side. This first hand sanding grit to polish all four sides of the bevels took about 6 hours. That's why up ahead I switch over to the 600 grit belts, just to kind of speed up the process. But now we're going to jump over to our guard spacers. These spacers are elk hide. They're dyed red. So I'm going to let these sit in our dye for about 6 hours to give them that nice deep red color. So how do we make it? First, I put a small piece of tape around the bottom of our handle. Then I'll trace it out on the elk. And then I'll cut it out with my knife. Now we're going to polish up our sword to 600 grit on the belts. We're going to use it wet instead of dry. I think it does help a little bit wet. It doesn't leave deep gouges and stuff. Keeps a more of an even look to it. Thank you guys so much for following along with me on all 5 of these videos. I hope you've been enjoying them. In the next video, we'll be able to finish this up. Again, thanks for watching, and you all have a good one.